So it's kind of a dreary day here in Key West. It rained this morning. They said this afternoon it won't really rain. However, it basically rained all afternoon. I don't really remember there being any dreary days, or many dreary days, when I lived here. When I was maybe 12, 13 years old. Well, there was one dreary day. That would be the day that my stepfather, who taught school at the very same junior high school where I attended, he said, Gerald, that's what he called me, Gerald. I hated that name. I still hate it. He says, Gerald, in a couple of weeks, it's gonna be tacky day. That's where you go to school in your tackiest outfit ever. And I'm thinking, oh, tacky, all right. That sounds to me like Clem Cadet-O-Hopper from the Red Skelton Show. Okay, that was a big deal back in the day. It's not a big deal now. So he said, why don't you dress up or dress for tacky day? So I said, you know, I can do that. That sounds fun. Well, there's not a whole lot of action on this beach. The weather's not really great. The weather's not great for it. So the day came. I went to school, junior high school, like 7th grade or something. Dressed up like Clem Cadet-O-Hopper. You know, as tacky as you could possibly be. Lo and behold, I arrived and everyone else was in their coats and ties and evening dresses and all of that. It turns out that was actually dress-up day. So me being completely embarrassed and all, ran home. Did I put on my Sunday best? No. I was playing it down. I can see it now, me showing up junior high the second time in my dressy clothes. Nope, that ain't gonna happen. See right over here? That looks like a downpour. Now there are some people getting into the water. Maybe I'll go for a little swim. That sounds good. Yeah. So yeah, that is the only jury day I remember. So I don't really remember very many of these dreary days. So, all right. I'm going to take a break here and maybe jump in the water and see what we got. Okay, next stop, maybe we'll see the southernmost point of the U.S. Ciao. So I did go in the water. It's pretty yucky and murky. A lot of seaweed. Not a great experience. So sorry to disappoint you on that. But tomorrow, yes, tomorrow, going to Miami Beach. Weather should be better. Maybe I get some water action tomorrow. Okay, ciao. Okay, here we are. There is a national monument called the southernmost point of the United States. See this line of people? They're in line to have their picture taken in front of the monument. I'm not really going to stand in line for that, but Hey, these people don't know it, but they're also being videoed. So hey, if you recognize yourself on here standing in front of this monument, then for certain make a comment here and let us know that you were there at the same time. So a national monument is kind of different than a national park, in that a national monument can be declared by a presidential order that there is a national monument. A national park requires an act of Congress. Okay, there's another colloquialism, act of Congress. If something takes a really long time, then people will say, oh, that's going to require an act of Congress. Okay, not really. But it just means it's going to take a long time. And so it will take a long time for an act of Congress to be passed. So national parks are a bit different. So I'm going to try to get a slightly different vantage point here on this southernmost point. Let's see if we can catch. Oh yeah, here you go. The southernmost point of the United States. Let's see if I can get a better vantage point. Oh yeah, here we go. It is 90 miles to Cuba, the southernmost point of the continental USA. Key West, Florida. What does that say? Home. What does that say? Home of the. I don't know what that says. Home of the something. So, see all these people? They are waiting in line to be the next one to stand in front of this monument. The southernmost point of the United USA. So notice here it says the Conch Republic. So when I was in junior high here, we would come over here to the southernmost point of the United States. And there was a guy here who would be selling conch shells. So what's a conch shell? A conch shell is a shell that a conch lives in. Right? You guessed that, right? Yeah. A conch, a little critter called a conch, lives in the shell. It's a pretty memorable shape of a shell. So the guy would go out and he would dive down or something and he would bring up these conch shells and they came up just really grody and dirty and everything. So he would get a brush. You know, these people would be quieter if you hear me talk. He would get a brush and he would shine them up and they were like pink and blue and on the inside anyway. Pretty awesome. So yeah. So there you go. Southernmost point, USA. Enjoy it. If this is not a national monument, I think it should be one. It says, United we stand divided we fall. There's flags, there's Happy Harvest, but I didn't get permission to take this video, so hope they don't get too angry. But, yeah. United we stand divided we fall. If that isn't a national monument, I'm pretty sure it should be. So I found this pier that might be fun. After this, I'll probably have to pack it in for the day. The bus to Miami leaves in a little more than an hour. So I'll have to be ready for that. Let's take a little stroll down this pier. No diving, no jumping from the pier. There's the steps to enter the water. Wow, nice. So I'm guessing that somewhere down here there are steps. You know, if it were not so stormy, not so windy, it would be awesome. So I'm gonna call it in.